welcome to the deep dive. So, anyone who follows military aviation, they'll know the A-10 Thunderbolt II. It's already a bit of a legend.
Mm-hmm.
But our sources for this deep dive, they seem to go, well, a bit deeper than just the usual facts. They're looking at its unique design, its operational history.
Yeah, and they're trying to uncover something else, something they actually call air passion.
Air passion.
Right.
That kind of bond almost that pilots and crews get with this specific plane.
And what's really interesting is how the sources kind of challenge what we normally think about warplanes.
How so?
Well, they basically say, forget sleek fighter jets and stealth bombers.
Okay.
This plane, the A-10, the Warhog, as everyone calls it,
Oh.
it looks like, well, the source says it flew straight out of a junkyard.
Yeah, okay, a bit harsh maybe, but I get the visual.
Right. But it's got this secret, apparently, something that makes pilots, ground crews, aviation fans just utterly obsessed. And connecting that to the bigger picture, you start asking, well, why? Why does something that looks so, I guess, unassuming create such a powerful, devotion, this air passion?
Exactly. It's not just about, being the fastest or the fanciest.
No.
The sources really hammer home this idea of its purpose, its total dedication to ground support.
Yeah.
That seems key to this connection. They even ask this question, have you ever felt a connection to something so profound it's almost spiritual?
Wow.
Yeah. And they suggest for a lot of people involved with this plane that is air passion. And the A-10 is maybe the perfect example to explore that feeling.
Okay.
So we're going to try and figure out why this Warhog, with its famous BRRRT noise and its incredible toughness.
Legendary toughness.
Yeah, legendary toughness. Why it embodies this kind of unique love for flight for the people who really know it.
Sounds good. Where do we start? Design.
Yeah, let's unpack that. So this passion, where does it actually begin? The sources argue its engineering isn't just functional. It's like almost a statement of intent for its mission.
Mm-hmm.
What is it about the actual nuts and bolts that builds this affection?
Okay, well, this is where it gets really interesting, I think. That BRRRT sound you mentioned,
Yeah.
that's not just, noise. That's the GAU-8 Avenger cannon, a massive gun.
Built for close air support.
Exactly. Nothing else really like it. And it's so important to what the A-10 does. The plane was pretty much designed around the gun.
Literally built around it.
Yeah, basically. And then you've got its survivability. That's huge.
Right.
Things like having two engines but spaced really far apart.
So one getting hit doesn't take out the other.
Precisely. Redundant flight controls, too.
Yeah.
And famously, that titanium bathtub around the cockpit.
To protect the pilot.
Yeah. It's not just about being tough. It's about being tough enough to get the pilot home, even after taking serious hits. That builds incredible trust.
And that whole bringing them home thing, that really shines through when you look at its operational history, doesn't it? This isn't just toughness on paper.
Oh, absolutely not. It's proven. The sources are packed with stories.
Like what?
Well, accounts of A-10s making it back to base with, entire engines just gone.
Wow.
Or, half a wing missing, fuselage shredded by gunfire, stuff that would just destroy other aircraft.
Incredible.
There's one story about a pilot landing his Warhog after a direct hit blew a massive hole right through the wing, still flew it back.
Just unbelievable resilience.
Exactly. And that ability, that almost stubborn refusal to quit flying, even when badly damaged, that generates immense loyalty. Trust.
Yeah, I can see that. It's like the plane itself is reliable to the extreme.
Mm-hmm. In the absolute worst situations.
So it's more than just the technical specs or even just the combat wins. It's how all that stuff comes together to create this identity.
That's a great way to put it. Yeah, an identity.
The Warhog isn't just some tool. It sort of develops a personality for the crews.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And the sources really emphasize this. It's no frills. It's purpose-built.
Right.
Combine that with how effective it is in combat, protecting the troops on the ground. That's its whole reason for being.
I'm not trying to be sleek or fast.
No, not at all. It's about being there, being dependable, being almost entirely focused on protecting people. That creates this really personal bond.
So pilots feel like they're flying a partner, not just a machine.
Yeah, I think that captures a trusted partner that always comes through, even when things get really, really bad.
And that deep trust, born from seeing it perform under fire again and again. And that's really the core of this air passion idea the sources talk about.
That seems to be the argument, yes. Reliability breeds affection, breeds loyalty, breeds this passion.
Okay, so we've kind of peeled back the layers here on the A-10, the Thunderbolt II. We've looked at the design, the history,
Mm-hmm.
and explored how that BRRRT sound, that
Yeah.
incredible resilient, how it all builds such a deep connection.
Yeah, it really becomes clear why the Warthog isn't just seen as a machine. It's a catalyst, like you said, for this air passion.
Which does raise a pretty interesting question, doesn't it?
What's that?
Well, what really stands out to you about how a piece of engineering, something designed for, let's face it, a very dangerous job, how it can create such a deep, almost spiritual connection?
That's the crux of it, I think. Our sources really show the A-10 isn't just some icon on a poster. It's like a living embodiment of trusting your machine, trusting flight itself, maybe even loving it in a strange way.
So wrapping this up, what does this mean for you listening? Maybe just a thought to provoke you a bit.
Okay.
Think about the things in your own life.
Mm.
Maybe things that, on the outside don't look like much or seem purely practical. Do any of them embody a kind of spirit that goes beyond just what they are? Something that ignites a similar, I don't know, passion or deep connection for you?
Interesting angle.
Yeah. Something for you to maybe mull over until our next deep dive?